Sunday Night Live. Oh my God, that game just aged me about 20 years. What a shootout. Good stop by the defense at the end. Oh my God. Anyways, if you're rewatching this, I suggest you jump forward a couple of minutes and then we'll get going. Hope everybody had a good weekend. My weekend started today and tomorrow. So, what up, Big E? You see that game, bro? Oh my God. I wore the Ronnie Lott jersey tonight, hoping that our defense was going to play well. There was no defense in that game except that final drive. Oh my God. I have everything I need. And yes, I did get everything. How about you? How was your Christmas? Mine was great. Got the family together. Good time. Yeah, so wow, that football game. Jesus. That was one for the books right there. So we played a good team though. Got into a shootout and ended up being the last man standing. So I mean, I'm happy. But God, I aged 20 years in that last 2-minute drive of the Bears. Oh, I'm one of those people that ask for cash so I can go out and buy my own things. But I got surprised. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, bro. Glad to hear that. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty simple in the things I ask for. I usually ask for things I need: clothing, jerseys, stuff. I don't necessarily need jerseys, but I I thought it was. Uh, anyways, if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Got some JBL headphones and they are better than. Oh, nice. That's cool, bro. Okay, sounds good, Akil. What's up? I appreciate you. Uh, I don't. I don't talk politics on here. I don't do that. This channel's about recovery and sobriety, and politics are divisive. You know what I mean? So I don't get into that stuff. I don't really follow politics much, to be honest with you. So, yes, sir. Bang, bang. What's up, Beers MBS? Uh, right now, I guess this is the celebration of the victory right now, but we're kind of open to wherever the chat takes us. Man, what a game. I Oh my God, I don't know how many more of those games I can handle. Yeah, man, that was. And Caleb's known for those comeback wins at the end. He had like 6 this year already in the last 2 minutes. So, uh, hey, what's up, neighborhood? How you doing? Uh, what was I saying? You know, I was honestly, when Jawan Jennings scored that touchdown, I was thinking, man, too early. But yeah, the defense finally stepped up at the end of the game. So kudos to them. I wore the Ronnie Lott tonight because I wanted the defense to play well. I know our offense has been humming. And man, we were just trading touchdowns all night, like, oh, wow. We shouldn't have allowed to happen. Yeah, I agree. Are you a are you a Bears fan? Bears MBS? I asked Santa for my wife and kids to have a great Christmas, and they did. He's so nice. Hook me up with some dope gifts. Hey, Bobby, just wanted to remind you that you're loved. God bless you, man. I appreciate that, Mr. Stone. I think my wife may have watched that game. I know the Bengals uh, did good, though. What's up, Reed Henderson? Oh, 49ers since Montana. Okay, I got you. But you know what, though? I will say this. Uh, I was concerned with that game, but looking at the playoff seedings, uh, what's up, Tweaking McGee? Hope you're having a blessed night as well. Appreciate you stopping in. The Bears could end up being the number 2 seed. So, this is playoff football. And, I would have liked to seen our defense do a little better, but, they stood up when they needed to. You know what I mean? So, shout out to the Bears. They got a good squad, We are, yeah, and that's the thing, like now we just got to do the same thing we did tonight with Seattle. Neighborhood, I would say is, there's a couple of teams that definitely could win the Super Bowl. I think in the NFC, it's going to be one of the NFC West teams. Whether it be the Rams, the Seahawks, or the Niners. We're going to have to play better defense if we're going to make a run. But if we win next week, we have home field advantage all the way to the Super Bowl. So there's that. But I think Denver's a little better than New England in the AFC, and I would say watch out for Houston and Jacksonville because they're both playing really good ball. Actually, yeah, I think Houston and Jacksonville, they're AFC teams, right? I don't know. My mind is scrambled after that game, but yeah, those are Houston and Jacksonville look dangerous. NFC West, and I don't know. For some reason, I'm not really too worried about New England. Denver, on the other hand, they might be problems. Ball league and yeah, Burrow's been balling out the last couple of weeks, putting up big numbers. And then us are Rams. Yeah, I'm still not sold on Sam Darnold, to be honest with you. The Niners offense and special teams were killing it, but the defense is suspect. You know what I mean? And the Broncos, you gotta, the thing is, their head coach is really good. On the defense is really good. And those are the things that win championships, you know what I mean? Yeah, they got hot too late. With the Burrow injury this year, just completely took them out. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm still reeling from that game. I was just sitting there like came down to one play at the end, 4 seconds, like on the 4-yard line, and I'm like, oh my God. Hell of a game, though. Hell of a game. And that's Brock Purdy 2 weeks in a row with 5 touchdowns. Only 3 passing this week. Only. But yeah, Purdy's playing lights out right now. And so is McCaffrey. And that offense is just clicking. And I don't know if you got Peacock or not, but I saw half of the Green Bay on Saturday in the third quarter. One of the Green Bay players got hurt really bad. I heard something about that. I didn't watch the game. I was at work, bro. And my family likes the Packers, but I don't think they are too good. You know what? I have a certain respect for the Packers. That's been a rivalry for a while. Uh, but I will say this: when Parsons went out, you know, the Packers were one of the Super Bowl favorites in the preseasons before they even got Parsons. I think it's a mental thing with those guys right now. So, you know, yeah, but yeah, Purdy. No, I don't watch Stranger Things. Appreciate that, Big E. Yeah, they're hot right now, though. Without Parsons or nothing. Yeah, I don't know. It's like they became too reliant on Parsons or something because they had a pretty good defense last year. Without him, I don't. I mean, the thing about Parsons, we were talking about this during our game. Not having Bosa out there uh, really changes things because Bosa's one of those game wreckers on those final drives. Like he'll come in and strip sack the quarterback or something and just end the game. You know what I mean? And Parsons is one of those dudes. You know, I don't know if they don't. I haven't really watched a lot of the Packers this year, but um, like it seems like from what I've seen, they just can't stop the run. Like Henry ran all over that defense. Yeah, I know it's kind of quiet in here tonight, huh? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. A couple of people got timed out earlier, I think, but yep. So I'm happy we got the win. Now Seattle comes to town next week, and we're gonna have another one of them games. I think, like number one offense against number one defense, and if we can put up the kind of points we've been putting up the last few weeks, we got a really good shot of winning this. You know what I mean? Big E says, because I'm on business tonight, Coco. Handle your business. And a shout out to the moderators, to Q, to Ezekiel. That's a Bengals jersey. No, that's a 49er jersey. That's I don't know if you can see it, Ronnie Lott. With a friend. It cut his hand off. Wow, you need to take it easy with the velocity on that frisbee there, my friend. Looks orange on. Does it look orange? Yeah, no, it's a red Niner jersey. It's like I said, it's Ronnie Lott. If you can see that, one of my all-time favorite players for the Niners. That dude was such a beast. Yeah, I don't know. Don't shush your butt. Oh, and shout out to Ramona. She's in the house tonight, too. Another one of our moderators. And Decora and whatever Jacob goes by these days. Wow. So, how was everybody's holiday? Everybody have a good holiday? And what are your New Year's resolutions? No, 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 no. I am not for sale. Yeah, anybody got any New Year's resolutions? I think mine is going to be to get in better shape again. I need to start exercising again, and I need to start watching my diet a little better. John Jones says, I live next door. Well, howdy, neighbor. Hit that like button. Support your neighbor. Try to get into the gym. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. All right, I see you too, John. I got a car from my stepdad. Nice. That's cool. Just passing by, spreading positivity. Keep it up, man. I appreciate you, Zeke. Hey, Pookie? Nah. Mine is to hold myself more accountable for everything I say. I want to get done making sure I follow through. Yeah, and that's a good one. That's a very good one. I like it. Yeah, I want to get into a little bit better shape, and you know, I want to be the example for others. You know, I spoke about this on a live. I don't know if it was last weekend or the weekend before, but a lot of people. Bang bang Niner gang. That's what's up, CJ. I want to be that example for others. I try to do that anyways, but I want it more so. You know what I mean? That's a lot. Yeah, that's Ronnie Lott, bro. If you can see it, it's like the 80s version. Going back to the gym as well. Yeah, that I need to get back into the gym. Man. See, you spoke on the trolls, and there they are. If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and become a part of the conversation. This channel, we're talking a little bit of football tonight after the big Niner win. Oh my God, that game aged me. But yeah, it's a throwback of sorts. It's like the 80s, maybe the 90s version. I'm not 100% sure. With the stripes, I think that's late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere around there. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, this channel's based in recovery and sobriety. But that's not all we talk about, My favorite team is the 49ers. I thought there was a Niner logo on here somewhere, but I don't see it. I don't know. But who's your team, Justin? Are you a Manson? Not last time I checked, no. My friender says, what you putting in on the spread tonight? Man, I don't do the spreads no more, to be honest with you. For a while I did after I got out, but man, there's so much good food in the free world. Spreads just don't hit the same way. It's a little different when you're in B pod or something, or cell block 2. You know what I mean? But do sell it anytime soon, but it will probably be worth a lot of money down the road. Yes, sir. Cardinals. Yeah, man, you guys had some tough breaks this year with your running back going out early in the year. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals, but I mean, it is a tough division too, So, I mean, you got 6 games right off the bat with the Seahawks, Niners, and Rams. That's tough, Wow, that was a lot to say there. Yeah, no, I completely agree with you there. Dude used to give us fits a bit with his running style, but I heard there's work ethic issues with him. Um, I don't follow the Cardinals that closely. I mean, they are a divisional rival, so I do pay attention. But the joke was when the new Call of Duty came out, he'd be playing video games, and that's not a good thing for your franchise quarterback to be doing during the football season. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're definitely in here, aren't they? Well, you had too much time on. Weren't you in Helter Skelter? Helter Skelter. I was like a child when that came out. Definitely gave you something to do, Biggie. Hey, Biggie, you're an Eagles fan too, right? What do you think about their game today? They almost let the Bills back in it after shutting them out for 3.5 quarters. I'm not really too worried about the Eagles, honestly. I don't think they're legit. You just look forward to them losing now? Are you hoping to get that? Well, the number one pick, I think the Raiders got that locked already, right? But it should be top 5. So you should be able to get a difference maker in the draft. I would think. I don't think this quarterback class coming up is the greatest, though. So, but I think your backup lit us up. Did Myles Garrett choke? Yeah, I don't think he broke the record today. It would have been ironic had he, because when who was it? Shit. I can't think of his name, but when the record got set, I think it was at 22 after like decades. It was Brett Favre that I think the others have tied that record, but I think that record still stands. And Aaron Rodgers being sacked would have been kind of ironic, Hey, what's up, John? How you doing tonight? I'm doing all right. Got way too cocky, and they should have went. Yeah, I didn't actually watch the game, but I heard that they had went for 2. That was a poor decision. They had all the momentum going because they were down 13-0, and they had 12 unanswered points, and they should have just rode the wave, in my opinion. But like I said, I didn't watch the end of that game, but I don't know. It's real easy to Monday morning quarterback from the couch, These NFL head coaches, they make a lot of money to make important decisions for their teams. And, McDermott, I think he did what he thought was best. But like the New Orleans Saints got real lucky. The Saints have been playing decent football lately, though. I don't know what happened. I think it's that their quarterback, I can't think of what his name is, but he looks like he might be halfway decent, Lost tonight only because they didn't want to let Myles Garrett break the record. It may be, huh? I was hoping he was going to break the record this week. No, I'm not. I'm not in prison at all. I'm in my garage right now. What's up, NV? How you doing tonight? If you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe, hit that like button, and definitely become a part of the conversation, like I said, But yeah, I was hoping Myles Garrett was going to break the record. That way he could do it in 16 games. And then that way there wouldn't be any controversy with having an extra game to break the record. You know what I mean? Game in there. Envy says, do you think the Chicago Bears are the best? Well, they lost tonight, but you know what? I'll tell you, I was on pins and needles at the end there. I think the Bears are legit. And more than likely, we'll probably run into them in the playoffs. at some point, and I'm just hoping it's in our house again. You know what I mean? Uh, but I'm all about that. Envy says, bear down. What are your thoughts on femboys? I don't really have much thoughts at all. Uh, I'm a let live kind of guy, you know. You do whatever floats your boat. Just, you know, uh, you don't have to, you know, just do you. Do you. Uh, how did I get rid of that swastika tattoo from my forehead? Wow. The Broncos are doing surprisingly well. They had like a 9-win streak. Yeah, they are. Um, and they've played some decent teams in there too, you know. So that's why I think that they're more legit than the Patriots. The Patriots, like they showed like their last 6 wins, it was like the Jets, the Giants, the Browns, and you know, come playoff time, you're not going to get those Jets, Giants, and Browns no more. You know what I mean? So was going to buy the jersey if he broke the record, and it would have been nice if he broke the record. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That way they could celebrate that, man, you know? Um, you know, I don't know. It's a long season. I don't know what happened there. I mean, going against Rodgers, I would have thought he would have got him at least once, you know? What's up, Vic? How you doing? Rodgers isn't exactly the most mobile guy. You know, he can still move a little bit, but you know, I don't know. Did you see Purdy? If you watch the game tonight, there was the one play where he kind of scrambled to the left down by the end zone. I was having a damn near literal heart attack watching him juck and jive between these defenders and then throw Juice that touchdown in the end zone. Oh my God. But yeah, Purdy's on a heater, bro. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Vic. What's up, 22 prods? Who are you rooting for? I'm a Niner fan. The Browns take on the Bengals next week for the last game, so it should be a good one. Yes, sir. Are you guys? Oh, trapped in SB. That's our boy G right there, isn't it? What's up, Andy? How you doing? I'm living the dream, brother. Hold on, the phone slipped a little bit there. My bad. Can't believe River started for. I know, right? It was kind of interesting watching the dude play, though. The command that he has at the line of scrimmage, the way he changes the plays and calls the protections and stuff, you don't really see that in NFL quarterbacks today. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, it was kind of cool to watch. Only thing I opened for Christmas was tamales. That's right. Where'd you go, G? Bobby, I'm coming for you, and we're gonna have a dance off. No, we're not. He's the master of the. Yeah, I completely agree. And the dude's got such a high football IQ, like you can just see it, you know, like, uh, yeah, and him and Pitt, you're right, you know. I mean, watching him play us from 9 to 9:30 p.m., huh? I don't I don't think it's gonna be coming, but glad to have you back, bro. What happened? You get another violation or what? What's for dinner? Uh I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly, Vic. Like, I mean, those guys are just like incredible, you know? Like They know what's happening before it's happening, even with the disguises and stuff that these defenses do. A lot of respect for Philip Rivers, 44-year-old grandpa out there slinging the rock. I thought I seen you at the gym. Really? I ain't been to the gym in a minute, bro. I've been kind of out of it with that. I got to either get going again or break out the weight set here at home and get on it. Everybody on their own. What do you mean? Did I miss something? Oh, for dinner? Is that what you're talking about? Everybody's on their own? Yeah, pretty much. You don't start your Timmy Tough Knuckles. Oh, on dinner, yeah, okay. You missed my comment. What'd you say? I used to go to the old gym on San Bernardino and Riverside. I'm not sure which one that is. Yeah, we used to go to oh man, on Highland and Del Rosa in San Bernardino. I can't remember what that place is called. That's a nice gym, though. Taking the Sabbath. That's right. That's right, baby. At the park. Oh, okay. Yep. Hey, you deserve to take a Sabbath. As hard as you work. Sorry that P. Diddy had his way. What do you get? What did I get for Christmas, Broken Bobby? I got a Christian McCaffrey salute to service jersey. I got some clothes. I got actually the jeans I'm wearing right now. I got some other jeans, some Levi's, and a nice Pendleton type coat. Like a lot of stuff. Too much to mention, basically. I got some socks too, definitely. Man, 360. How was your Christmas, G? Do a 360? Nah, that ain't gonna happen, bro. Sock check. Oh, they're nice and long. Don't even trip. I can't do the little ones. Right. So where you been at, G? We ain't heard from you for a while. Haven't heard from Joel in a while either. Hope he's doing all right. I got house shoes, undies, and a Raider robe. Nice. That's good stuff. Definitely. I've been making my manifesto. Oh Lord. I don't think I want to know. Oh boy. Adding names to my list. I really don't want to know. Yeah, I really do not want to know. Oh man. I'm glad you tapped back in, bro. Put mine on there, please, says Vic. Right? Man. She reminds me of Akon. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. That was a cool song. My therapist wants me to on SSRI meds to help with my same-sex cocaine habit. What should I do with my cat? Well, there's a whole lot to unpack there now, isn't there, Rob? Rob Mack, how you doing, bro? What's new in the world? Not a whole lot, bro. We got another grandbaby on the way. Hey, what's up, Tap? How you doing tonight, brother? That was a tough loss yesterday, bro. Not a whole lot. Gee, we just been same old pretty much. More and more football lately, But it's all about the sobriety, right? Way to pivot. Have you tried those honey packs? What's that? I I don't know what that is. I didn't even watch football today after yesterday. Yeah, I hear you. Man, that game. Oh, okay. No, I haven't. Yeah, that game tonight gave me a heart attack. Well, it almost gave me a heart attack. Uh, yeah, that was a rough one, bro. If I do ever make it into the gym, do you have any advice? Because it would be my first time going to a gym. I would say uh, look on YouTube, Athlean X. I think it is Athlean X. He's like kind of a skinny dude, but got some decent muscle. Like he he's got some good scientific stuff as far as like if you want to make your arms bigger, or you know what I mean, like different exercises and stuff to really help you out as far as routines. Also, I would look up push pull legs as far as your splits for the gym. One day you're pushing, one day you're pulling, one day you're doing legs. So get buff before you get to the gym. uh, G says Ezekiel, I'm not going to go there. Put your pride away is my advice. That's a great advice. Do what you can do, work your way up, and don't try to compete with anyone. That's really good advice. Actually, don't don't count the next man's weight on the bench next to you. Don't worry about that stuff. Do what you're comfortable doing, and you know, Pizda. What's up, Black Cat? All right, guys. If you're new, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I'm not sure if you're trolling on that one or not. Turn in and out. Pizda from Russia. Shout out to Pizda from Russia. I'm not sure. I can't even see G's comment. Grunt loud, slam the weights. They like that at Planet Fitness. Yes, they. Oh my goodness. That way they can set off the lunk alarm. It, one thing, gone to Planet Fitness for a long time, and I find it very hypocritical that it's the judgment-free zone, right? That's what they title their gym, no judgment, right? But they have a big sign on the wall that says, uh, "In my country, I'm a very big man." But it says something to the extent of Ken's drinking from a 1 gallon water jug and grunting when he lifts his weights. Well, isn't that being judgmental? But it's the judgment free zone, right? Kind of funny there, if you ask me, but it is what it is. I don't know. They've been saying they're going to build a new Crunch Fitness up here. Uh, must be Jamaican, right? So they have a lot more free weights and stuff. So I'm thinking about getting a membership over there and dropping Planet Fitness in there. It's all purple in there. It's fruity. How much LA Fitness charge now? I'm not sure. I can't pronounce it. Uh, Yeah, so man, that game, like, oh my God, too much hair. Okay, just got locked up for 60 days. It's just get locked up for 60 days. It's free, right? In shape by the Costco. Yeah, I think that's another good one, huh? And then they got the gym. I don't know. I don't know how much the memberships are, but I'm into the less expensive stuff and kind of, you know, I don't want to go somewhere where everything's all ultra competitive. You know what I mean? Because I'm 53 years old already. Like, I don't know how many more injuries I got in me. You know what I mean? I discharged my number. Nice. What letters did you have in front of your number? I had a V number. Or what letter? I'm 30 and I feel like I'm 7. Yeah, no, I hear you. Vic had an H number, right? Man, okay. That's before me. Uh, yeah, like I said, I had a V number. That was late 2004. So, and I gave that back to them in like 2008 or somewhere around there. I don't know. 2009 maybe. When I got out, I discharged parole pretty quickly because I was on the straight and narrow. I went to rehab. I went back to college. Did all the things they wanted me to do. Was going to the meetings and stuff. So it worked out pretty well. Yeah, mine was drug related, definitely. Possession for sales. Or are you talking about the H number? I know they used to do N numbers, and you would go to like Norco and be on that that substance abuse program, and then you'd have like 7 years of community programming or whatever. I forget how that went, but I had a homeboy that did that, and he regretted it actually. So already having back pain. Gee, if you make a sexual joke about my back hurting, I'm timing you out. Drug diversion, yeah. Did you go to Narco, Vic, for that? And that's exactly what he told me about that, because I was like, he was telling me about it, and I was like, man, that sounds cool. And he's like, no, bro, that's not what you want. Because he would get out, they'd send him back in for 6, 9, 12 months on a violation, and yeah, he held on to that number for a while. But I guess at the same time, if you're not ready, you're not ready. So, and that's what, you know, do you ever see yourself working as a correctional officer? Negative. Nope. I watch a channel on here. It's that prison guard Hector Bravo, uh, and from what he says, it don't sound like it'd be a good job. Initially, when I got out and I went back to school, my ambition was to uh, go in as a uh, counselor for the substance abuse yards, but that didn't work out. 7 years I went on the run, a couple years. Yeah, I hear you. I did that a lot on probation, to be honest with you. I would get out, and once I was dirty, I was not going to go test dirty. I just wouldn't do it. Um, so, once I'd relapse, that was it. I was on the run. What the gym is, I'm still having problems with my knee and my ankle, so I gotta wait until I see the doctor and get an MRI and wait. Yeah, and I hear you. You know what you probably could do though is you could probably go do cardio, go walk on the treadmill, or maybe get on one of those ellipticals or something like that, maybe a stair stepper, just to work on conditioning a little bit. And maybe, just be careful with the areas that are injured. Maybe stay away from the leg stuff so much. Knees make it really hard with the leg stuff. Did you see that Anderson Silva wants to become a cop and he's 50? Oh, wow. 2 horrible knees. Yeah. Program director's getting me busted. Yep. Exercise bike. Yeah, that's a good thing, Doctor said I have 3 legs. Yeah. And that's it. Like you just, that's definitely something low impact, and that's another bit of advice for the gym. Just know your limitations, the way a lot of people end up injuring themselves in the gym is, they go in there and they try to be competitive, and they see somebody squatting a bunch of weight or something, and they say, oh, I could do that. And, you got to work up to that stuff, like that's why I say, don't count the next man's weight. Just worry about what's on your bar, and, it's not always about who can lift the most, it's about how you feel. Don't lift with your pride. Yeah, exactly, Q. You put your car keys on the hanger? Nice. I have a dislocated ankle and torn Achilles. Damn, Vic. Sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, I did for a little bit. For like a day. It didn't work out very well. Yeah, it didn't work out very well at all. So, open by had a good Christmas. What's up, Harrison? We've been a while since I've been in here, and man, that shirt hurts tonight. That shirt hurts. I don't know what that means. Trap says, or G says, I can't stop the bud. Yeah, I think what makes it really difficult with the bud is they're very addicting. Cigarettes are very addicting. I would not, if you don't smoke, I would not suggest it. But the thing with the bud is everybody started, Biggie talked about, blunts and stuff, and everybody started smoking them in the blunt wrappers, but those blunt wrappers are full of nicotine. Our 49ers beat the Bears. Yeah, man, that was a hell of a game, bro. What's up, Raphael? How you doing tonight? I worked out with a torn Achilles and severed spinal cord. Damn. I use a bong. What's up, Reed? Anderson, how you doing tonight? Yeah, man, oh my God, bro. If you like offensive, that was the one right there. Yeah, they're tobacco leaves, exactly. So, but I think, to be honest with you, like you say, you use the bong. For a lot of people, it's the ritual of what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it was, getting the product, putting it on a mirror or something, smashing it, chopping it into lines, rolling a bill up. Like, the whole ritual was addictive as well as what I was doing. And even if you're smoking out of a bong, it could be cleaning out the bowl, breaking the weed down, packing the bowl, like that stuff is addictive as well, Yeah, it's definitely a shootout. Hope your day is going great too. We are both happy. Yes, we are. Absolutely. I think I aged about 20 years, but I can only imagine, Vic, that's a horrible injury to get, I used Zags again, got tired of the blunts. I'm back to the 90s. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Yeah, I think the last time I smoked weed. Blunts wasn't a thing yet, you know. But like I said, weed was never really my thing. So Vic says I'm sober 10 days today. Congratulations, Vic. That is awesome, bro. I am Reed says who shot? Now it was a shootout in the football game tonight, Niners and Bears. Hell of a game, man. Down to the wire. Last play of the game, you know. Hell of a game. I'm glad we came out on top. Could have easily gone the other way. There wasn't a whole lot of defense, you know. Yeah, definitely. Congratulations, Vic. Keep it up. Well, that's good stuff, Vic. And I'll definitely keep you in my prayers, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, it's a lot of times it's just one day at a time, you know. You just got to make it through the day and see what tomorrow brings, you know. I wouldn't say I jumped for joy, but I was definitely happy. Wow. Yes, sir. Yeah, that honestly, that's all you can do. You know, don't get ahead of yourself, and a lot of people do that, and just work on identifying triggers that make you want to use. That way, you can avoid getting into situations where you will be triggered. Um, it could be hanging with certain people. It could be certain places. Uh, whatever it may be. So, yeah, but that's good stuff. Yeah, I imagine. I imagine. Bang, bang. That's what's up. Actually, see you being nice is surprising to me. They must have put you in your place. Oh, man. Good Lord. I don't know, guys. What do you think? You want to keep it rolling for a while, or should we wrap it up and we'll join back up tomorrow? What's up, Jose? How you doing tonight? I was on a TikTok live last night, and people started getting mad at me because some guy was shit-faced drunk on live taking shots of hard liquor, and I told him he should get his car keys and drive. Oh my God. Cubole, Jose, I hope you're doing well, brother. Mods to pay attention to the chat. Some idiot trolls on. Yeah, I timed him out. Hey, who was that on TikTok live? Gee, was that Dubs and Gunner? Those guys are always drunk. Holding it down in Cali's of SB, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it going for a little bit. I'm probably going to have to go take a bathroom break here in a minute and get some more coffee. What do you think? If you want to keep it going, put ones in the chat. Is it hard to be a drug counselor? Is that a master's degree you need? No, not at all. Andy, it is. You can go to community college and do it on a human services associate's degree. They actually have a certificate program you can do. With a lot of these rehabs, they want people that were addicts at one point that have some sobriety under their belt, and they're obviously felony friendly and stuff like that. So I think with the certificate program, you could probably get it done in about a year. And there's a lot of financial aid and stuff available to help you. And then you just have to get, you got to do the state board test and pass it. And then, then you can work in the field. There's places that'll actually hire drug counselors without a degree, but that's few and far between, The whole chat was telling me stop. No, it was some random white dude. He fell over in his kitchen. Oh, wow. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, exactly, Jose. With him, like, there's all these channels that are dedicated to him because, he just, I don't know. He's got like a certain arrogance about him. And I used to follow the dude and enjoy his content. And like after a while, like I just stopped following because, not because, he checked in or whatever, they're alleging that he did. Honestly, I don't care what he did. Like, he's just too arrogant for my taste, but yeah, and he shouldn't, Uh, the thing is, like, he, he's like, everybody's got a homie like that, right? That, is somewhat intelligent and stuff, and, usually got good words of wisdom to put out, and then they start drinking and they start tripping with everybody. You know what I mean? And that's Dubs, So, and as far as Gunner goes, like, I don't know, that dude just like every time somebody passes away or something, oh yeah, I knew that dude. I talked to him last night. Like, no, you didn't, bro. Knock it off. Like, it just, I don't know. He's full of shit, Was killing each other for Christmas gifts they have. It's all good. Counting money on live, he had a stack of once about $200. He was saying it was a band. I told him stop playing with his rent money. Right? Yes, they will. Are they both PCs? Yes. Yeah, they're both. Gunner admitted that he was. Dubs is kind of coming around to it because there was some paperwork dropped on the dude. Uh, you know, uh, like I said, I could care less, honestly. I'm living in the free world now. Like, that stuff it don't affect my day to day one way or another. You know what I mean? But, my whole thing is, there's people with very successful YouTube channels that openly, like Savage Studios was a great example of that. Dude had like 100,000 subs in no time. And he was, telling people he was a 2.5er. And I think for a lot of people, that appeal is, a lot of us that stayed active, I guess you would say, while we did our time. Like, we've never really been in contact with somebody like that. So there was a certain appeal, you know what I mean? What's up, Abdul? How you doing? What's good, bro? Same with Splinter Prison POV. I used to rock with the channel heavy until he started showing arrogance. Yeah, and I agree. Like, with Splinter's one of those dudes that he says, shout out to all the people that sent me money for a rock star. Like that shit's annoying to me. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool that he's got people that are willing to donate to him, but like, I'm one of those people, I'm gonna go get mine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't ask people for nothing. You know what I mean? If my phone bill's due, then I'll figure out a way to pay my phone bill. I'm not gonna ask you guys to pay my phone bill. I'm a grown ass man, you know what I mean? And it's not a shot at him. It just is what it is, you know what I mean? What are your thoughts on the playoffs? I think it's gonna be the NFC West, whoever one of those teams is going to end up in the Super Bowl. And on the other side, there's a couple teams that could be dangerous. I don't think New England's real, though. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jose. You know what I mean? Like, why did they get rid of Camel Blue cigs with the menthol? They got rid of all the menthols in Cali. Yeah, exactly. G. Yeah, he spoke too much. You know what I mean? Hey, give me a quick second, guys. I'm going to go refill the coffee and use the restroom, and then we'll keep it rocking for a few minutes, and I'll get back to your comments, sports jazz. Oh, give me a second. good. After I get up live, I'm just gonna jump. Like that game really wore me the fuck out. I can't take it. All right, guys. Sorry about the interruption there. I am back. Okay, so showdown next week with the division title on the line. Man, you know what? Sports Jazz fan, I will say this. The way your defense is ready, our offense is ready. Our defense isn't ready. If you watch that game tonight, holy shit, we couldn't stop anything except when it counted. So, shout out to the defense for making that happen at the end. But, man, I was on pins and needles. Real soon, G. Real soon on the mod position. Do you like orange juice? Savage Studio got smoked in my town. Where's that? Like, that's over there in the low desert, right? Hey, what's your favorite gun, my fellow American? You know what I like is the 44 Bulldog, 5-shot revolver, no shell casings. I'll just leave it at that. Who wants to beef in here, says G. Maybe to babysit you guys. What's that? Oogly Boogly says, I want to know who likes orange juice. Damn. I like pineapple juice too, says G. What's up, Benjamin? I love football. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Yeah, I'm a Niner fan, bro. Yucca Valley, that's right. Yeah, I knew it was out there towards Palm Springs somewhere. G says, Ezekiel. I'm not going to read that, bro. Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't be on. This is not made for children. Maybe you should not be on here if you're 15 and your mommy's not home. What's up, Godly Vibes? Brock is my fave. Brock Purdy? Yeah. Yeah, Savage got killed in Yucca Valley. Yeah, I think they said they sentenced the guy already. That was a couple of years ago. And I think the dude's already been sentenced. I think he got like 25 to life or something. Tell me what G said. I can't see it. I don't know if I can read that on YouTube, bro. He said something about shaving your backside and teaching you to walk backwards or something. His celly used to touch him and he... G is trapped 43 in SB, if you don't know. $2.5, that's ironic. What do you mean? He has never been to jail. But that's a good thing, you know? That's a good thing. You know, my biggest goal for my children is that none of them ever go to jail. You know what I mean? So, shout out to Biggie for never having gone to jail. Did you get touched in detention, Biggie? What's up, Anthony? How you doing, man? Appreciate you. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button if you would. I see what you're saying. There is some irony there, isn't there? Man, Really fascinated about boys touching each other. Maybe you need to show us on the teddy bear where you have been touched. Man. Yeah, that's wild, huh? Yeah, I think when Savage first came out, I was completely fascinated by his content, And then when he would go, I didn't really watch lives back then. And on the teddy bear where I got touched, Ezekiel. Oh, sports jazz fan is getting into the mix here. But yeah, when Savage first came out, I was like low key completely fascinated by that, by his content. And you know, like at the time, most of the people that were big on YouTube, you had Flacco and Rojo rather, a convict's perspective, and those guys were known dropouts. You had Boxer from Paradigm Media, uh, another dropout. Um, so like that's pretty much all that was on. Uh, there was JD. I can't remember what his channel was called, but he was an interesting cat, living out of state and stuff. But Prison Break Raw, that's what it was exactly. Thank you, the guy. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, yeah, slapping you with the, you know what I'm talking about. I look like Nate Diaz's uncle. Back when I can't see what people are saying. Do you have it on all comments or do you have it on top comments, Ezekiel? Show us where you used to touch your teddy bear. I thought you just broke out of prison. Nah. What's up, Tim? How you doing tonight? Hey, Christmas was great, brother. I hope yours was well. What's up, Nitro Bob? How you doing? Gamer God says, I got a question. What's your question? Yeah, that's a trip. Some people, man. I hacked Ezekiel's account and he can't see nothing. This is like beating on a blind man. Oh, man. Gee, the difference between us is I never touched a teddy bear. When I needed to touch something, I would call it. Oh, wow. Easy, moderators. Let's keep it PG-13, all right? But he does say you might be his son, which would be interesting because I think you're older than 19 or whatever, aren't you, G? That's wild. I did lines of coke up. Wow. How you like 18? I don't know what that means. Oh, you're like 18? Yeah. Yeah, he that dude is way out there. I wonder sometimes where he's at. Work's been pretty good, Nitro Bob. How about you, bro? How are you doing? Renegade Media is playing a very dangerous game for sure. You know? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, if you guys are new, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Helps to get the message out. Yeah, he's 19. I think G is like 40 or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. That's a good question. Was anyone affected by the flooded roads in the high desert? Yeah, we got on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we got a lot of rain up here. And a part of the 138 washed out. And yeah, we were trying to go get Christmas dinner. And we had to turn around and go to a different store because there was so much water on the roadways. Like it was horrible. Yeah, it was wild. I hope nobody was affected by that, but yeah, that was a big deal. All the rain and everything, and with the high winds behind it, like it was crazy. That's my wife. Yep. Yeah, it for some reason it changed on there. I don't know what happened, but yeah, that's the sexy Latina right there. Oh boy, so yeah, great game tonight. Glad to come out on the look up the game on Google. Yeah, it does. It sure does. You're right. Oh,
One for the night.
why? Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, babe. Stormy, come on.
Hold on, Stormy's got to make her appearance real quick. Come on, Storm.
Go ahead. Go.
Come on, Storm.
Stormy, come here, girl.
Okay, now she don't want to, I guess.
Storm, come here. Come here, right here. Right here.
Yeah, Cash App's in the description. You want to send
Come here.
$50? Send it.
All right, baby.
I'm
There
not.
she is.
I'm not asking, but if you want to send it, I will take
She's
it.
staying in now.
Come here. Come here, Storm. You want to say hi to the people real quick? I guess she's not in the mood tonight.
All right, baby. Good.
All right, thank you, honey.
All right. I shut the coffee pot off.
Okay. Yeah, Cash App is in the description. If that's if you're so inclined to do so. Fat ass joint right now and hit my stizzy live. Oh boy, what am I gonna do with you, G? Then raid the kitchen, right? I think all the leftovers are finally gone. Man, that Christmas dinner was bomb. Oh man. Wifey made this spiral ham. It seemed like we just kept cutting ham off of it. And then after everybody ate, like 20 something people here, still had a big old bowl of ham. I couldn't believe how much ham was on that ham. Do you do drugs? I'm a recovering addict. I was a meth addict for about 17 years. I've been clean 21 now. So yeah, man, that dinner was great. Great company and everything. It was a good time, Yeah, this channel is about recovery from addiction, but we kind of talk about wherever the chat takes us, So appreciate that. Flobe, what made you ask him that? Right in the kitchen. He's good at putting things in his mouth. Oh my God, Biggie. What is that was a good one. That was a good one. Shots fired. Shots fired. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button if you would. I appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm and getting the message out. subscribe to the channel if you're new and become a part of the conversation. We got about 3,000 subs right now. Let's get to 5,000. Let's get to 3,100. Baby steps, right? So yeah, but yeah, it was a good weekend. I worked last night. Didn't get out until like 4:30 in the morning. Well, hi, Mitchell. You don't need to come in here screaming, bro. You stay blessed as well, Talk Ant. Appreciate you. At I? Huh? Looks like you're getting some advice in the chat there, OM3667. Got to get that body wash. Lather it all up, If your ass stinks, the rest of you probably stinks too, to be honest. So, So what do you guys think of my Niners? Do we look legit? I think our defense does not. Just send your dirty booty over to Ezekiel. He'll take, oh God. Sometimes I read about halfway through it and then I say, oh shit, what am I doing? But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the team. I have some reservations about the defense. I think it may fail us in the playoffs, but it's pretty wide open this year. There's a couple of teams I think that can win the Super Bowl. The Texans, the Broncos, and the NFC West, basically. So, Seahawks do look good. I agree, Anthony, and I appreciate your nice words. Next week, we play the Seahawks next week, so Sports Jazz fan says Rams are the scariest team in the NFC, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. The whole NFC West, I think any of those teams could hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, they're the Rams. I think the Rams are the most complete team. Seahawks got the best defense, and I think my Niners have the best offense. We have really good special teams as well. So, I mean, from the NFC West, though, you like you said a few weeks ago, yeah, I mean, when you look at the playoff picture, it's like the three best records in the NFC are all in the West. That's a trip, A lot of these other teams that are in, like, I'm really not overly concerned with the NFC South, whether it be the Buccaneers or the Panthers. The Eagles, I'm not overly concerned with them. I mean, they are the defending champs, so you got to put some respect on their name. But yeah, nobody is, and so it's like, I think whoever, one of those West teams is going to represent the NFC. It's just a matter of who's going to represent the AFC. And I think there's some really good defenses in the AFC. I think Seattle might do it. They very well may, I mean, we have them next week for the number 1 seed. Whoever wins that game is the number 1 seed, home field advantage all the way through. The turnovers they get, Panthers, Bucks don't scare. Yeah, and I agree, I mean, our biggest Achilles is our defense. If we can tighten that defense up, I think we can make a run, because the offense is there. I mean, that's 2 weeks in a row where Purdy has accounted for 5 touchdowns, and that's that's sick, like, but our defense can't stop shit, So scroll up to my last comment. Yeah, I'm not really worried about the Packers, to be honest with you. Uh, your youngest granddaughter is going to be dangerous as an adult. I don't know what you're talking. Oh, is that? Yeah, I would agree. I think the Bears are a lot like us. I think their offense is pretty legit. Their special teams is good, but the defense, and they don't have a lot of experience in the playoffs, but they do have a very good head coach, and is it Ben Johnson? Hey, shout out to Israel. What's up, Green Phones? The Bills lost. Yeah, the Bears coach is really good. He was the offensive coordinator of the Lions last year. And you see how the Lions did this year with him gone. So Love is good, and the offense can score in bunches, but they're different without Parsons. Yeah, and it's a trip because a lot of people were calling them a Super Bowl contender before they even got Parsons. So I don't know, what happened. I mean, they got beat by a Lamarless Ravens the other day, and they got spanked, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. They couldn't stop the run. And in the playoffs, the run is big. Do you money on here? I don't know what that means. Ben Johnson, yeah. He's not Mike McDonald. He's one of those offensive masterminds. He's like a Shanahan type of guy. Like, he can scheme some shit up. Like, a lot of respect for that dude. But that defense just, ugh. Can you do me a favor, Zach? Hey, Broken Bobby, can you do me a favor, Zach? I don't know not Zach. I don't know what that means, sir. On TT's foot in the bath, and TT looked in her soul and said, "If you do that again, I'm going to scoop your eyes out." And I absolutely believe her, but I told her she better not do. Oh my God, anything to hurt her? Yeah, my God. In the AFC, the Texans are in the AFC, right? I think that don't sleep on those guys. That defense is world class. And if CJ Stroud can get that offense going, man, they might be a problem. I like Denver too. He ain't going to let you. Bang, bang, Niner gang. That's what's up, Lumid. The running man for 10 what? On the Texans, and I agree Houston might be. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I kind of pay attention to them because D'Amico Ryan's their coach. He used to be our defensive coordinator. And Al Shazier, oh man, I can't think of what his name is. The linebacker, the outside linebacker. Like, that dude's a beast, and they have a lot of beasts on that defense. D'Amico Ryan is a defensive-minded coach, and man, that's a stingy defense right there. Stormy didn't want to be a part of it tonight, so she went back in the house. But yeah, I got my eyes on them. Right? No, TT would never do something like that, right? Go get on live. Yes, yeah, exactly. When Saleh left for the Jets, D'Amico Ryan was the next DC. The 2023 team. No. Was it the 2023 team? That I think, yeah, that was 2023 was D'Amico Ryans. That defense was excellent. And then it became Steve Wilkes after that, and then Saleh came back. So win Super Bowl, you hear it here first. They very well could, you know? I mean, I'm not delusional in my fandom, but, you know, they got to beat us this week first. We'll just say that, you know? And that very well could happen, you know? And we very well could put 40 on them. So, you know, nah, no work tomorrow. Yes, he did. And honestly, this is not me being delusional, but I feel like if Dre Greenlaw wouldn't have tore his ACL running onto the field, we would have won that game because we were shutting them down prior to that. After Dre Greenlaw tore his ACL, the defense wasn't the same. We were having trouble getting stops. And, you know, so, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not at his house at the moment, LL, and don't got the gas to pull up right now. Gee, but shoot me your email. I'll send you the vid. Break a new clean pipe full of sugar, huh? Like your team, you ain't letting up. 40 LOL 23 tops. Do a backflip? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really hoping that that they'll both be back. Trent Williams going down in that game tonight, like that was even more of a victory for us because like his backup is not that good. Hit the Cash App. Gee, as soon as it hits the Cash App, I'll give you a little something, right? Yeah, you know, and when Trent went out and with George Kittle already out, like I was thinking, there goes the run game. Like, and McCaffrey went off. Like, he had a hell of a game. I can't trust you. I need collateral. Yeah, that's not going to happen. And what are we talking about? $20, bro? Really? Like, come on. Come on, bro. Are you worried Saleh could leave for a head coach job this offseason? I think if Baltimore ends up missing the playoffs, Harbaugh is gone. And to me, that's an ideal. Yeah, absolutely. And I've honestly, I've already been thinking about that. And being that Saleh already had a head coaching gig and it didn't work out, I think he's going to be a little more particular in, getting his next gig. But I think if that Baltimore spot opens up, I think he should get it because they've had really good defenses in the past. They've got the pieces. For some reason, they just didn't play good defense this year. And then they would have the quarterback in Lamar, and Saleh could be successful there. So if he were to leave, I hope he leaves for a good organization where he has a chance to succeed. You know what I mean? And I think Baltimore is one of those places. Maybe if Andy Reid were to retire, Kansas City could be one of those places. But Kansas City would be a little bit different because they've already got a really good defensive coordinator. So I don't know how that would work. But yeah, like if the right opportunity comes along, I wouldn't be mad at him if he left. But I sure do hope we get him for another year with Warner and Bosa healthy. That'd be something to see, 39-second dance. What is he, your court gesture? He's a truck driver. $20 ain't even gas, right? Where my mods at? That was a disgusting question. I'll be nice to you for $20. Yeah, so definitely a good game today. I'm really looking forward to next week's game. Man, that's going to tell a lot right there, to be honest with you. That Seahawks game is, that's if they don't flex that into the primetime game, I'd be shocked. Number 1 seed in the NFC on the line, NFC West on the line. Like, I don't think there's a bigger game next week. I know, there's a couple of games where the divisions are on the line. Pittsburgh and Baltimore and Jacksonville and Tampa Bay, I think. But it still won't show me any bad comments. I'm sorry. Okay, no, it's all good. Yeah, if Saleh had to rebuild a team, I don't think he could do it. However, Baltimore, KC, Tampa Bay, yeah, absolutely. And those are all teams that have a lot of the foundational players already that could definitely be contenders quick, So with Saleh calling the defense and maybe getting a good offensive coordinator in with any of those, if he leaves, I want to see him do well, because I got a lot of respect for Robert Saleh. But I don't want to see him go to some bullshit team and, next Saturday night. This is my revenge when you guys jumped me in the chat last time. I made my manifesto. Get him, G. I'm like Christopher Donner on the chat. Some reason the NFL put Pitt Baltimore on. Oh, man. Shit, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be working Saturday night. Damn, that really sucks. Oh, well, that's disappointing. Kid my dad would send me to the smoke shop where his buddy was the owner, and $20 would get him 5 packs, but lasts like 2.5 days. Snoop Dogg. No, I didn't see the show. Girl, I wish you were a girl because you are hot. What the hell? All right, we're getting kind of weird now. Why is my President Trump doing that, you guys? We don't do politics on here, okay? Panthers Bucks is also Saturday night. Okay. Yeah, we don't do politics on here, okay? All right, G, you have a good one. I think we're going to wrap it up here shortly. Anyways, we're already an hour and 35 minutes into this. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to bring it to a close here. I'll probably hop back on again tomorrow night. Can I join your squad? Absolutely. Subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you haven't already. And do me a favor and hit the like button. I think we're going to wrap it up. Appreciate you, Akil. Faith, family, fitness, and freedom are the things that allow me to get my life together, and they can help you as well. It's a good football game tonight. I'm sorry to hear that we're playing Saturday. Damn it. Now I'm going to have to try to watch it while I'm working, but hey, it is what it is, right? Anyways, so good live tonight. Have a good night. Excited to come back on here next week and brag about a Seattle whip ass on Bang Bang Niners lose. Just make me one promise, Sports Jazz fan. Win, lose, or tie, you come on the live next week. I don't want you to go ghost on me for 2 weeks. if we put those things on you, okay? Either way, I will be here. So, hi and bye, Jax. Should go live for 2 hours sometime, man. That's a long time, bro. On love, peace, and 3 flowers, Grease. That's what's up. Oh man, somebody hit me with the 6-7. Don't look at the mountain, just start climbing. All right, I appreciate it. We'll see how it goes, you know. The Browns beat the Niners. Win. They didn't beat us this year. Right. Appreciate that, Blago. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up right here. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button on the way out. Oh, they did. Good looking out. Listen to insane. No, I don't. Look at the mountain before you climb. You could be climbing Mount Everest. All right, guys, have a good night. Don't look at the mountain. Just start climbing. I'll probably be back on again tomorrow night. Be on the lookout, all right? Have a good one, guys.